communication with our community, and also so happy to, again, as every month, to tell the people that we have many activities.
Yeah, and we say it all the time. The library is not just the library. There's just so many other things that happen there.
Yes.
You have speakers come in. You have programs that come in. You sponsor things throughout the year, and on top of the meat and potatoes, you got books and you got people to play. They got computers for residents to go in and use if they need to, and things like that.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because sometimes, again, it's important to repeat that it's important that we don't have only books. We have many things. I mean, you can rent a computer. If you need internet, you can go. Even for example, in our digital lab, you can access all the software to to make a video, audio.
Oh, okay.
Many things that are over there for the people.
Yeah, and it's like everything else. You can always go online and look, but I'm more of a get in there and get into it. So I like to visit the library. I've gone online before, but I prefer visiting the library because it's really neat to just kind of walk up and down the aisles and of the books, the departments that you like, and just something may catch your eye. You never know. Many times I've gone to your new release sections and picked up a book I didn't even know existed and just thoroughly enjoy it. So
the experience not to be browsing, in the library, and also the opportunity to in that moment to grab the book. I always say, no matter how much technology we have, always we are going to have that. I mean, this experience, nothing is going to change.
Right.
And yet nothing replaces this experience to go to the library. And again, you are right. And I agree with you.
So this is, obviously it's getting to be fall, and now we're going to look at winter. Already seeing, we're already running ads about Thanksgiving dinner and things like that.
Yes.
And of course, Black Friday is a huge thing, not so much in the stores as much as online anymore, but I mean, it's still a big thing. And you have a program set up for Black Friday as well.
Yes, this is important. We call it the Alternative Black Friday. Mm-hmm. You can come with your family and to do a craft. I think this is another way to promote this day, and the most important, again, to have in contact with the library, to have in contact with your members, family members, and to do something as a family, and together with the books, and together with your children. That's kind of the message we want to send in this day.
And you're in the heart of downtown, so you can stop by for a few hours, do that. Go get something to eat somewhere, maybe do your own, but you can still participate in Black Friday shopping. There's lots of shops and neat things that you can peruse, but the kids will really enjoy, a family activity like that, and get to hang out and for many adults, that's the longest holiday stretch they get, because they get Thursday and usually they get Black Friday off, and then the usual Saturday and Sunday. So you got a nice 4-day weekend.
Yes, and let me just remind something. Now it's a tradition. Every year we have everything to wrap your presents.
Oh, is that
You
right?
are downtown. You can just stop, and it's going to be everything you need: paper, scissors, a tape, everything. So, and again, it could be you can do yourself, but also you can bring your family members, and to have a fun time. And maybe surprise, just you go shopping downtown.
I would have never thought that the library would be a wrapping station.
Yes, it is. So just consider that part too, because again, this is a tradition. At the end of the year, we had this a possibility and all the items to do it.
I do wrap my presents, but I'm not great at it, and I don't know. I have a brother who's just he matches the paper up perfectly, and everything's just right, and as long as it's covered, as far as I'm concerned, it's okay. And I get a lot of jokes from the family members when I bring my presents. I see it. Jim wrapped that one all by himself, I'll bet.
But anyway, this is one of the things, and we are going to have for November. But also, we have many activities. Before, if you asked me about the Halloween, we have many activities. We have, again, for children, for teenagers. I mean, for the public in general, I encourage everybody to go to a website, icpl.org, and you are going to find like a story time for children. We are going to find like activities like to do the stencil for the pumpkin, if you like to do some activity like that, and also like a card and treat. I mean, inside the library, we are going to have an activity where the kids they can go.
Excellent, and that seems to be the case all the time. You guys always have something going on. So it's always a good idea to check out the website, icpl.org, and just kind of see what's coming up, or maybe there's a lecture or something that you didn't know was happening. There's all kinds of great stuff that goes on. So another one of your signature events is your Arts and Crafts Bazaar.
Yes. I mean, again, I would say like this is one of the biggest tradition like we have in town. And this is very, very good to know. And also we feel like a very strong, the response of the community, just not the day of the event. Prior to that, I want to invite everybody, if you can donate something for this bazaar, please do it. You are going to help your library. You are going to help us to keep doing all the programs. We are going to help us to offer these services with this kind of like events. So please, if you have something like you can donate, you have until like December the 1st to do it. Please just kind of stop in the front desk, and that is going to help so much. And also to keep this tradition downtown, in the library downtown.
And people make and display their arts and crafts, or they buy something at a bazaar or something, and they've got it in the house for years, and it was fine for a while, and people like to freshen things up. So maybe you've got an old item that you've enjoyed for years, and like I've seen it enough. It's time to let somebody else enjoy it.
Yes, and why not? Why I say this? Maybe you can donate. And the next day, you can, the day of the event, you can come and see what is available. And then for a good price, and plus, you're helping your library.
Right. And you guys use this to sponsor to fund the bookmobile and all the other, like the reading programs and all the other events that you have throughout the year.
Yes. So yes, please do it. In our regular hours, bring your donation, and we are going to appreciate so much. But also, I want to talk a little bit about this important event we are going to have for teenagers. Especially, it's about the digital democracy and youth empowerment. All the youth people that are welcome, and we want to invite them. Now, the young generations, they use so much social media, many platforms. And maybe our generation, many times we think it's not really good, but it's many benefits to have these tools, these spaces where we can build things important for the community.
Sure.
And why not to put together have a conversation, a discussion, how we can use that to empower the young people, to use as a tool to amplify the voices about what they think, what they want, and again make the opinion and contribute to the public a conversation.
The internet is a cursing and a blessing at the same time. There's so much information out there, which can be overwhelming, and unfortunately, there's some disinformation out there. So if you can teach young people to do their research a little bit more before they form an opinion. And the great thing about the internet is there's all kinds of different sources that you can look at to get different perspectives on things. As we've said before, you shouldn't watch the same newscast, the same news network all the time, because they have their perspective on it. Maybe somebody else has something different. It's the same thing every day in the newspapers. The Daily Iowan may have covered an event that the Gazette did, or the Press Citizen, and you get three totally different stories.
Yeah.
The core of it's there, but there's other details and stuff like that. So it's really good to kind of guide the teenage generation, especially civically, because they're going to be our eventual leaders, and they should know get an idea about politics and how government works and things like that.
Yeah, and especially, again, because this young generation is kind of now it's part of their life. But it's important like we learn and we educate ourselves and how use properly. And again, this event is the November the 30, like at noon. It's going to be in the main room. November 30, you can come to the library and have this discussion and to learn and collaborate and like share ideas. But the most important, I mean, something like I grab for your comment, it's important like we learn to distinguish.
Sure, exactly.
I mean, distinguish because again, sometimes it's just like a fake or like a just opinion, like they don't have foundation. And I think like it's important right now in our democracy.
Well, and look at some of the things that the internet, the social media has done to impact social change. The whole Me Too movement began with, a couple of social posts and said, hey, if you've been a victim, hashtag Me Too, and it just exploded. And and that same thing with, fundraising and things like that. So again, this would be a really good opportunity for you to check that out.
Yes.
Now, speaking of social media, a lot of people like myself, I always forget that you've got such a great opportunity as a member of the library to download books and other digital like music and things like that too.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned in the beginning, besides to the physical part, we call like the digital library. We have like many apps like Hoopla, Canopy, but today we want to mention like a Libby. Now you can access thousands of magazines, the current issues, previous issues for the last 3 years, and it's very easy. The only the only thing like you can do is with your library card, you can download the Libby app, and you are going to watch to your favorite like magazines. The most important, free.
Yeah, that's
important. You can like a Rolling Stones. I like so much. I mean, I want to share in public. I like so much the magazines about cook. How to cook and
like the recipes.
Yeah, recipes and now they are free. Obviously, I like politics as well. And now, even for example, for me, I mean, I am a Latino, and now I can find like Spanish like magazines.
Oh, sure.
And they are free. And I have just the only thing I need to do is like to have my cell phone, my tablet with my library card and have access to this.
Well, Mr. Suter's wife has a subscription to Rolling Stone, and she yesterday she had Tom bring in the latest copy for her daughter Molly to read, and I was like, I forgot they were still publishing. I mean, I know they have a website,
yes,
but and if you go to their website to read articles, you only get a couple free ones before they say you've used up your free ones for the month, and that happens with a lot of online stuff. So if you get that app through the library, you don't have to worry about that.
No. Actually, it's one of the magazines like I used to read. I mean, like Rolling Stones, and now it's free for me. I am so happy to know like I can have like all the issues free in my phone.
And you have also isn't it the New York Times and Washington Post?
The New York Times, Washington Post, the newspapers you can have access free, and all that services, and it's because. I mean, as a community, we support our library.
Right. And if you're old and you don't know how to do that, if you want to just come in, bring your devices, whether it's your Kindle or your laptop or your phone, you guys can help me.
Yes. No, absolutely. No, even like every day, many people call the library. They call us. Somebody in the front desk is going to like assist you and help you to how do the setup and everything.
Right. So take advantage of that. That's the printed word is always great. You can watch TV all you want, but like especially like the New Yorker magazine and newspapers like the Times and the Post, they don't write two paragraph articles. They write they delve into it.
Yeah.
So that definitely. Well, Manny, we are here in the middle of fall is completely underway. In a couple weeks, we're going to turn the clocks back, and it's going to. You're going to start thinking about indoor activities, and obviously, ICPL.org is a great place to go and find out more about stuff you can do inside, including going to the library.
Yes, and thank you so much. And remember, we have our bookmobile every day, Monday to Friday, in the weekdays, and you can stop, and it's close to your neighbor. Please go to this to the website, icpl.org, and you can find the schedule also of the bookmobile.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Manny, and hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mighty 1630, KCJJ.